Welcome to our episode on Nikto Web Vulnerability Scanner tutorial. I don't know if it's Nikto or Nikto, I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't, like Nikon or Nikon, the camera. I'm not really sure how to pronounce this, but Nikto, I think. The mentor that I learnt from these tools from, he called it Nikto, so we'll stick with that, right? What is Nikto? Well, it's an open source web server scanner. So it actually scans automatically a target, a web server target. So it'll scan, performs comprehensive tests against the web servers and to try and find out if there's any potential security vulnerabilities or issues. So its main purpose is to detect outdated software and different versions, misconfigurations, dangerous files, scripts, anything, other known vulnerabilities. So by scanning these weaknesses, Nikto actually will help us security professionals find and fix vulnerabilities before the attackers can exploit them. So this is a really powerful tool. The output is cryptic though, and this is where we're going to get ChatGPT on our side. Now, just letting you know, ChatGPT is not reliable all the time. It hallucinates. In other words, it lies. It just makes things up. It never says to us, like, I don't know. It will give us an answer, but it's not always correct. It's not It's not a liar, like as people lie. It's to the best of its algorithm, returning back a response. But it is useful for us in this context. Makes it a bit easier for us to understand the output. Let's have a look. Now, there's no special tools. You don't have to go to the start menu. Although it's got it has an icon there or a link, but I don't never use that. So I'm just going to go to the terminal, and I'm just going to do simple. I'm going to run a Nikto command. Now I've got Metasploitable up and running, and if I go in here, it's misbehaving. It's just my computer that won't let me get in there. I think I know what the IP address for that. It's ping 192.168.1.90. Yeah, there it is. I'm not sure what's happening there. I think it's just there it is. So IPA and 190 is the IP address you can see there. We'll go back to Kali and we'll stop this. And now we'll just clear the screen because I like a bit of less clutter there. So we've got some options here. If we go over to Firefox and we actually see what I want to choose which I would like to know which web application I'm going to select. From a previous episode, I had a proxy server set up. I need to remove that proxy server, the proxy setting. So I'm just going to go to the hamburger button there and settings. We'll go back and we'll type in proxy, and I'll have to leave notes in the other YouTube. No proxy. Okay. And that should be it. And we'll go. Yeah, there we go. Now, I don't edit these videos live and raw, mistakes, warts and all. Just like to be natural. You get to see me in my natural environment. And that sometimes we do troubleshooting, sometimes we panic, sometimes I'm but this is all part of being a network administrator or a pen tester. But I've got these different web applications. So if I go to DVWA and I want to scan this particular web application, I can select that and we'll see if this works. So the command is Nikto -H, and I'll write this down in the comments or in the description. Then I'll go to HTTP. So it's not HTTPS. So we're manipulating this in our favor just to practice. We know that this is not going to be reality. But you know what I'll do? I'll see if I can just scan the whole thing. all of those web applications. Might as well, because there's not that much there. But we can select which web application that we want to install. So shouldn't take too long. I'm going to get ChatGPT up and running, ready, just to see what that's looking like. And we've got no results left, so which means that I have made a typo probably. Go back to Linux. Yeah, definitely I've done a typo. It's supposed to be 90, but it still tried to scan. It still tried to look for it. 90 is the correct IP. You know what? I'm going to press Control C to get out of that. And again, another typo. Don't you love those typos? Look, that's better. This is what I meant by the output being cryptic. It's like, I don't know what that is. Now, from experience, you'll see that by doing this quite often, you get the hang of it, and you'll get to see what look at this and have a look at the different commands here. The different outputs. But at the moment, we're just learning, right? We don't know all this stuff. What is this stuff? This is where ChatGPT is going to help, or some sort of AI. I'll get ChatGPT up and running. And what we're going to do? Where is it? So I'll bring it over. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to copy all this. And I'll scroll up. I'm going to copy this so ChatGPT knows what I'm doing, where I got it from. The more the information, the better. Now I don't have a subscription on this computer, on this system here, so I should still get something. Yeah. So, and ChatGPT will decipher that and give us a nice little report. Really, really handy actually. This Nikto scan output shows quite a few significant security issues on the web server. Here's a breakdown of the main findings and what they mean. Yeah, of course, because it's a metasploitable. It's designed to have vulnerabilities. So what you can do is go and get a secured server. Set one up. Maybe run a Python script or something, or some sort of a Docker with some sort of web page or web application. See how secure it is, and then do another one of the Nikto scans and see if you can get any other vulnerabilities. This is actually quite a powerful tool. Burp Suite, like the one that we've done in the previous episode, was a really powerful tool that can do something like this, and it makes it look nicer. So it does this for us, but it costs a couple of $100, right? Just to scan a website for vulnerabilities. Well, this is free. It's on Kali Linux. You don't even have to install it. It's there already. And all that, well, I like to call it ciphertext. This encryption, you could once you get good at this stuff, you kind of understand what this means. But check this out. We get ChatGPT to do it for us. So if I'm writing a pen test report, I'm not going to use ChatGPT. I won't use this output, because if you're making money, if it's between life and death, if it's an organization that's desperately trying to secure its web servers, we don't trust ChatGPT ever on that, because it does hallucinate. It does, I say that it actually does lie. Well, it doesn't really lie, just telling us what it's got in its algorithm, based on the tokens that are created. But this is handy for us as learners. And look at that. And it gives us a summary too. So for those who are doing reports at uni or at a community college or tertiary education in some way, this is going to be helpful, but don't forget to reference this in your assignments or assessments. If you're allowed to reference this. You can, like ChatGPT will actually even help you. How do I reference this? The above AI search results for APA 7, for example. And I'll actually show you how to reference that. Okay, there you go. You're allowed to do that, right? Or if you want to, and this will be fun, not really, but it'll be good for you, go through that and throw into Google, search around, search for discussion groups, gather some information and see what all of this means. But that is Nikto, a summary of Nikto. It can do a lot more, by the way, a lot more. But that's a quick, nice scan of a website. Bang, you've got results already, ready to go. Well, thank you for watching this episode. Look forward to seeing you next time.